Hello, welcome to another Andrew CBO video. Samba launched in the UK on May the 9th, 2012 as the free mobile internet provider. The idea was simple. You viewed adverts that would earn megabytes for a data sim. The battery would indicate how much data you had left based on what you had earned viewing adverts. Samba would use the UK free network to offer mobile internet to its customers. It would be a win-win for everyone. However, it wasn't for Samba. The cost of using the free network kept increasing, plus the advertising has a volatility that you have to plan for. Higher payments during peak seasons such as Christmas and Easter, almost nothing during January and other times. Samba Mobile didn't make any money, so Samba Mobile shut shop April the 28th, 2014. Ovivo Mobile. Ovivo Mobile was another free mobile provider in the UK. Not only did it offer free data, it offered free calls. It would be a game changer. It held a share sale on Crowdcube where excited investors could get 25% equity in its soon-to-be global big shot. With this, they raised £414,000 and so started preparing for their big marketing drive. Ovivo would make money by upselling products such as extra data and calls, plus of course giving those customers target advertising every 5 minutes via the web. Surely with all those loyal customers, they would be really into adding more data and calls to their free data and call plans. In reality, no one with their free call and data plans wanted to spend any money for extra calls and credits. The advertising revenue never really turned up. Ovivo pulled the plug in 2014 and all 50,000 customers were left waiting for PAC codes if they wanted to keep their phone number. All the megabucks invested by shareholders went down the drain. Rabbit was Hutchison Telecom's telepoint attempt in UK using CT2 technology. In the early 90s, mobiles were still expensive and a bit Brit-like. Rabbit would be a fantastic blend of being able to use a mobile telephone around the home that you could then use outside and make mobile calls out and about. If you wanted to receive calls, however, that was a different game. Back to the BT phone box for you, as this amazing alternative form of communication didn't do that once you were outside your home. Another issue was that you needed to be near an official Rabbit transmitter. These had to be put into shops and public locations. They weren't big transmitters and you had to look out for a sign to hint at one nearby. Manchester was the first location to be covered with base stations in May 1992. By fall of 1993, the country was supposed to have a nationwide coverage with 12,000 base stations. This was never going to be a realistic, reliable form of communication for any business person on a train or any rural area, so it's difficult to see how this was ever going to take off. There weren't even as many coffee bars as there are now in the UK. Rabbit went into the dustbin in December 1993, leaving a $183 million loss.
Yeah, don't worry, I've got him under surveillance. He's just getting on the tube. I'm getting on after him now.
Benq Mobile, not to be confused with Benq, was set up when Siemens Mobile was struggling at the time and were bought out by Benq to help turn the business around. Siemens proudly stated that the jobs would be kept with the quote, continuation of the company location in Camp Linford was an important factor in deciding on a buyer. Mobiles would be made under the name Siemens Benq. The company would be led by Clemens Juice, German CEO. First new mobile made by the company was the EF81. In February 2006, the EF51 was launched with a 1.3 megapixel camera, 20 megabytes of memory, and a fancy flip design that could reveal a keyboard. It was winner of the IF Design Award 2006. Though scrolling down the IF Design Award page, you wonder if it ever finishes. Losses were mounting in a very competitive mobile marketplace with many newcomers such as HTC, and so the parent company Benq ended up losing over $1 billion. 2.6 market share was all Benq Mobile had in Q3 of 2006. On the 2nd of January 2007, the administrators Martin Prager said the company would be shut down. 13th of January, Camp Linford, Benq Mobile factory closed down. In all, 3,000 jobs were lost in what turned out to be a horrendous dumpster fire of a company due to the super competitive market space.